Remember when WWE brought back King of the Ring a few years ago and then they treated it like a joke and then they were confused when nobody cared? Yeah, that was stupid. A tournament like that could be doing wonders for things today, and I bet it's still something that everybody would invest in. Why? Here's why. First things first, how Vince and friends cannot see the reason it died last time is because it was a rushed mess is beyond me. If you don't care about it, how the hell am I meant to care about it? And let's be honest, you really did not care about it. It was announced out of nowhere, clearly to try and boost network numbers. You kind of shelved it through as fast as possible. Then there was a winner, and then you dropped the whole thing, and surprise, surprise, all the fans went, well, I couldn't give two shits. It carried absolutely no weight whatsoever, and you've got to treat it the same way you treat a title. If you make me believe that the world title means something, then I'm going to believe in the guy that has the world title. And that's the Jinder Mahal situation, but we're not going to talk about that. But it's the same with the King of the Ring. Just approach it as this is the most important thing in the world, and eventually it will get through to my soul. Hence why Wade Barrett winning it was actually the man's undoing. He had to ham it up and walk around like a clown. He was given no support, and before all was said and done, it was just a bust. What an absolute joke and an insult to a man like Barrett, who's insanely talented and should have been a main eventer for years. The thing is though, the King of the Ring was and could be great again, and also could be used as the perfect way to take a mid-carder and start that ascent up to the main event level. You know, like a proper build that we can all invest in and all get behind and all believe in. That's basically what the King of the Ring was, and it was deemed such a big deal that even the top wrestlers would get involved. The top wrestlers, guys that had already won the belt, because they wanted to prove to everybody they were the best wrestler in the company. You know, that simple booking logic that makes all the sense in the world and always will. But look at what it managed to do, mostly because it was allowed to have a certain amount of gravitas. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, Triple H. Hell, even Booker T had a career resurgence because of it, because he was allowed to go all in on the idea, even if the idea was nonsense. He believed in King Booker, so guess what happened? So did we. I'm overusing the word believe. That's what it's all about. You could argue that all the guys I've just mentioned already had tremendous amount of talent, and they did. They're all tremendously talented individuals. But so are a lot of guys on today's roster, and they just need a platform and something to give them some credibility. Have a guess what that could be. A multi-man tournament could serve that end endlessly, and it's all about how you structure it and how you approach it. Firstly, you've got to treat it seriously, and that doesn't mean the winner has to come out with a crown and a cloak on. You don't have to take the word king literally. That can just be the name of your tournament. Focus on the competitive aspect of the thing and let it build over a few weeks until we're at a fever pitch when we get to the finals. I find it crazy that WWE is meant to be a sport and is meant to be a sport, and there isn't one tournament. Tournaments are like everything to sport. All sports love tournaments. Be it the World Cup, the playoffs, or even the G1, everybody loves tournaments. It just ties into our sense of competition, and they're really obvious to understand, yet WWE doesn't do them at all. It's crazy. And take Money in the Bank. If the Money in the Bank winner had to come out dressed in a business suit and pretend to be a businessman, then yeah, we think it was all really dumb, but we don't, because the winner is treated like a big deal and like they've got a huge opportunity. Perception is reality, which means it's up to the commentators to let us and everybody know that whoever wins the King of the Ring is now a big deal, and we should keep an eye out for them. Hell, we don't even have Money in the Bank on Raw anymore, so why not bring back the King of the Ring and have that become whoever wins gets a guaranteed #1 contender shot? Replace one for the other, and then we have a new stipulation that we can all care about, and it's balanced between Raw and SmackDown. That's really obvious. I'm an idiot and I came up with that, so why is nobody else? It probably wouldn't happen, but imagine you gave that spot to Sami Zayn, and yeah, I know he's already on SmackDown and you have to move him back over to Raw, but we're in fantasy land now, we can do whatever we want. He struggles his way through, has to overcome the odds, he's basically treated as the ultimate babyface. We're already behind him, but that would cement him no end. He likely wouldn't even win the title match given how WWE treats him, but that's neither here nor there. You can get a massive upside out of it as long as you treat it correctly. And he will feel like a bigger deal after it, and that's what it's all about. Building bigger stars and building for the future so everyone doesn't feel like a massive geek. It just seems nuts to me that something that's drowning in history has been shelved because a few years ago WWE rushed everything. That's not my fault. And also, you can rehab that in about 3 weeks. That's how long it would take before the King of the Ring started to feel special again. Just tell me it matters, and let the competitors tell me that it matters, and have it for a guaranteed world title shot down the line, and then boom, we're back on track. Better than some know-nothing pay-per-view that doesn't mean anything. Give me something that means something, and give me King of the Ring. Build a whole show around it. Make that the centerpiece. Make that your mantle. Whether or not this actually happens, I don't know. There seems to be a stigma around the whole thing, even though it was WWE that placed that stigma there in the first place. And getting past that may be hard. It's not like WWE's going to wake up tomorrow and realise it was all on them. But it's a great concept and has so much potential. It's right there, staring at you. Yet everybody ignores it. I mean, it's crazy. It's madness. It's nuts. It's just a forgotten memory, and that sucks. It really, really sucks, especially because there is no other tournament in WWE. There's no tournament. Have me a tournament. Give me a tournament. Where's my tournament? Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about all of this. Like, share, and subscribe. Head on over to whatculture.com to read more articles. Follow What Culture at WhatCultureWWE and find me at Simon316. I am Simon from What Culture, and we're never going to see the King of the Ring again, are we? It's just dead. Taken out behind the shed and shot in the face.
Hello, I am Adam Pacitti, and I am fun. To prove how fun I am, I'm going to ask you a wrestling-based trivia question. Are you ready? Good. Who was Jerry Sagg's tag team partner in the Nasty Boys? The answer is Brian Knobbs. That was fun. For more fun, buy the What Culture Wrestling Trivia Game, available now at shop.whatculture.com.